Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and in today's video I'll be covering a step index 1 setup queue where I'll be taking this 20 USD account to over 200 USD. So make sure to like and stay tuned to learn how you can flip your own account as well. Okay, so we start off on the weekly, and before we start the analysis, there is the 24 USD that was deposited, and then we analyze BOS that happened right below that low. So that BOS is sort of a liquidity grab, price grab liquidity there or broke structure, and then it went back into the range. Now it's reacting inside the range where we can see price fill the fair value gap, and right below the fair value gap or the confluence of the fair value gap is the weekly order block, because price filled the fair value gap and then hit the weekly order block to break structure above that high. So you can see price made a huge movement up and it broke structure above that high, like candles closed there. Now before it broke structure inside the range, we can see price was reacting off of the daily order block. Now this is on the daily time frame, and when we kept on moving up, we can see price sort of gave us a wipe, and after it wiped or during the liquidity grab, it filled the fair value gap but could not quite hit the bullish order block. Then it went to break structure inside the internal high and it broke structure above that high. Now right now what it's doing is sort of returning back into the range, and it will continue moving up. Now the reason is because of that daily bullish order block, of course, but it did not react off of it alone. There was also a weekly order block that had like sort of a confluence, or it was around the same level. So that level or that area is sort of strong, we have to buy there. Now specifically it's reacting off of the daily rejection block, so that's where we have to zoom in and see where we can capture our buy. So this is, we're getting more specific with the levels here. We went from the weekly to the daily. Now price is reacting at the rejection block of the daily. Now on the 4 hour, we can clearly see that there was sort of this imbalance right there, and price filled it to the T. Now if we look on our left, there is a 4 hour order block. It's wiki. I don't like using this 4 hour order block, but because of that fair value gap, it adds confluence, so we will be using it. Now on the daily, we can see, and on the 4 hour, it has to shoot up to at least the imbalance. It has to fill the imbalance at least, and then if it wants to drop down, it drops down. If it wants to continue moving upward, it continue moving upward. So we have to see the consolidation is at right now, where price sort of gave us a break of structure and then gave us our market structure shift or change of character. Now this is the first sign that we want to shoot up, but then price continued plummeting down to give us a stop hunt. That was the first stop hunt it gave us. Then there was a second stop hunt. Now this is almost like the final one, because we get to see another sign of sort of a change of character, because now it wants to continue moving upward. So it gave us a change of character and it dropped down to the 30-minute order block. So we have to be buying approximately right there, and we hope that price reaches for the buy side liquidity, and of course the buy side liquidity is imbalance there or an inefficiency right there. So price has to buy into that fair value gap. I think I had shown you guys earlier on, and that's sort of our aim. Now this is a big move, of course. I found it a bit late. It's sort of like I was late, but then I had to just record very quickly and then enter the position. I could not enter using pending orders. We were right there at sort of like the reaction time of the price, so I just went in a bit aggressive. It's a 24 USD, and I made sure my stop loss was sort of right below there. I don't use stop loss for small accounts like this, and then we will hope for the best. If it moves above that high or into the buy side liquidity, we would have captured a nice huge move. So we will have to see what happens afterwards. Now afterwards, this after a short amount of time, I think some few hours, and you can already see we had a clean respect off of the 50-minute order block, or the 1 hour or 30-minute order block. Later on, price continued. This is after some hours, like it was after a lot of hours, and from 24 USD to 200 USD. That's a nice beautiful move. We're in 170 USD profits, and as you can see, I think we had reached my target, which was 200 USD, and I decided to close up like right at this moment in time. And you can see it's a nice clean setup. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next video.